All right. Okay. I'm gonna make a drawing right now, and got some supplies laid out in front of me that I've prepared in order to do so. I've got a chair that I'm sitting on that has propped me up in order to be able to draw right now, and I've never done anything like this before, so bear with me as I try to talk through this. Usually I don't talk when I draw, and I think this will be the first time ever really doing that. So I guess without further ado, the game plan here is to start with the markers, and then we'll touch it up with some like black pens and stuff, and then maybe we go in with a white highlight pen at the end just to bring a couple things out. This one's actually running a little bit low, so we'll see if that works out. And then I could go in with some pencil to shade a little bit. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to keep this within 15 minutes for YouTube purposes, right? So I'm just gonna jump right into it, and I don't know what to talk about, so we'll see what happens. I guess to begin, my day has started out pretty good. It's a Friday today, so I work half days on Fridays, so I'm home now. It's around 5 o'clock, but I got home around like noon, and then I went to, is this how I wanted to start? Maybe it is. I think it is how I wanted to start. Looks kind of cool. But back to what I was saying, I guess, before. This blue is this dark. After I got home, right, back to what I was saying, me and my girlfriend and my girlfriend's mom went to my girlfriend's school to go set up her classroom. So that was cool. That was fun and exciting because I got to see like that new space that she's gonna be in. Ooh, am I saying a lot of ums right now? Maybe that's something I gotta watch out for. I was never good at like those speech classes, or I guess not speech classes, but like speaking. Oh gee, speaking I can do. Speech is I cannot do. So maybe it's the other way around. But going in with the orange right now because I think it looks cool. I actually really like the colors I picked out. I'm glad that I kind of thought ahead, right? Sometimes that's all it takes to feel good about something, I think, is like thinking a couple, minutes, seconds, could be hours, days ahead, preparing, right? Then you don't bring along those like anxieties that come along with doing anything, right? Back to my day, I guess. I'm jumping around topics here because I just don't, like I've said, I don't know what I'm doing. So hopefully, I figure out how to do this authentically. Right now, I'm pretty nervous. Not in like a bad way. I like doing this, and I've been drawing for years and years and years, and I've never ever done anything like this. So I'm just, I'm kind of inspired by other guys on YouTube. Been watching Peter Draws for a while. I was just watching some of his videos, and I was like, I should try doing something like that, and see what happens, right? I guess I started with like the darker colors that I had picked out. I think that might have been not the best choice because it kind of locks me in on a lot of things. But maybe that's the fun of this drawing. It's kind of having to figure it out as we go. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing right now, I guess isn't that what we're all doing? I don't know, man. I like this blue that I'm putting down because it mixes well with these other colors. I don't know if you can see on the camera. Hopefully you can, but like up in, this area, there's some nice mixing. Maybe a little bit over here, right? So, but now I'm looking at it, and I really like these like lines that I did. So I'm gonna go in with some lines. I think I'm gonna add some right here. And this is really loose and sloppy right now, but I think this will pay off. I've been, drawing for a little bit, and sometimes all it takes is just going at it for a minute, and hopefully 15 minutes is how many minutes it takes for me to go at this and get it right. And I hope the camera is set up well. Let's see, draw a big line down here, and I like what we got here. It's just kind of colors plotted on a space. Kind of looks like a slide, maybe. I'm not sure what this is, but I think it's interesting. I guess how much time? We were at 6 minutes and 21 seconds. I said 15 minutes. Oh, I guess this is a good time to say that, there are other pages in the sketchbook. I'll take a quick minute break. Do a lot of like figurative kind of stuff, so I think that's kind of what I'm planning on doing right now. I've liked this pose. I think I'm gonna step away from it for this drawing, but I've done a couple renditions of it, right? I got that one. I don't like this one as much. It's really sloppy, but I like this one a lot. I like the background. Got some portraits. I think I've gotten a lot better at portraits. Those are from a while ago. Got multiple sketchbooks, but then I started off with oil-colored pencils in this, and then I got bored. And so we're doing this kind of stuff. And let's do something figurative. Let's do let's draw a person in here, a humanoid figure of sorts, right? I see it looks like a nice place for a shoulder. It kind of looks like a neck to me, so we'll kind of do something like this, and maybe their head is looking this way, so let's draw on a nice head right here, and then we kind of finish his neck off and connect his shoulder. And I don't know, to me this, it kind of looks like his temple's about this spot, and maybe his neck is kind of stretching a lot, so his other shoulder is like, an oval over here, right? Because it's, I don't know, maybe this is a frame of an animation and he's kind of getting stretched, so we'll draw his arm out like this and kind of do one of these, and we'll give him a couple elbows, right? And just give him 3 elbows. I don't know. Kind of connect those two, and I think his hand's probably right here, so I don't know. Let's start with the middle finger, right? But it's not pointing at anyone, right? It's pointing down. He's kind of grasping at something, and his thumb is outstretched like that, right? So kind of maybe some shading and show a little bit of a fingernail of sorts. And then you got the rest of that forearm, which is kind of hidden back there, so we'll do something like that. That's a little sloppy, I think, but I think we can figure it out. We'll go in with some other colors. And then I think he's kind of twisting, if that makes sense. So his hips are right here. This triangle right there is perfect for some hips. Draw those like little rib things. Everyone's got those little rib things. I did study anatomy in high school. I guess I didn't study. I had one class on it. I think we cut open cats, which was pretty morbid, looking back, right? That's a little gross. I don't know why I was doing that as a child, but who knows, man? I was learning, right? I guess that apparently didn't learn so much because now I don't really know the names of body parts, right? The rib things. I think that's what they're called. Who knows? Right now I'm drawing the calf and the leg. I'm kind of drawing the middle of that calf, right? And his thigh kind of comes up like this. It's a really puffy thigh. But I think his other leg is kind of coming up and like this direction, right? So his knee's kind of right here, and his leg is kind of gonna be like this, and he's gonna be pointing his feet. He's kind of like that. And then you got like a really bumpy knee. Maybe not so much, but maybe not so much a knee. How are we gonna do this? We're gonna say that that's like the center line of the body, I think. Do something like that. What are we at? We're at 10 minutes. Okay, let's wrap this guy up. Let's give him another arm coming up here, right? I think that works. We'll see. Let's give him like one of these, and his other fingers are gonna they're stretching behind him, right? They're kind of back there, and maybe he's making a hand symbol of sorts. I think the pinky should be back there. Yeah, there we go. It's looking like a cool hand. Maybe he's looking at his hand so you can see like the dotted. Oh, he's not looking at his hand. Maybe he got eyes on the back of his head. I don't know. This is getting a little funky here. I like this kind of pressure that I've put on myself. Maybe not so much for a great drawing. I don't know if this is one of the best things I've ever done, but you know, it's definitely funky. So there we go. All right, I like what we have. Let's do a little bit of. I'm gonna get like a really light color and fill this guy in. I think we got. Oh, we're up almost 12 minutes. We got 3 more minutes. And it can go longer than 15. I mean, I just wanted to put at least a timeline on myself. Let's see here. What's that looking like? Oh, you know what I should do? Is get a really dark color. Let's do this. I think we can beat the clock here. Let's give this guy some shading, you know what I mean? Maybe outline this one over here and kind of give a little shadow under his man boobs. They're not man boobs, there's pecs. There's some anatomy terms. You know, his foot's pretty shaded there. Inside of his leg should be pretty hidden. You got a little thing under your, what do you call those? Your clavicles, I think. Inside of the arm right there. Hand is kind of at the bottom of it. That side of that arm, the inside of that guy, and kind of do one of these. And I think that over there should be covered, and so should that. And I probably got some of this shading wrong. You know, I'm not trained or anything. I just like to draw in high school and college, and now that I'm graduated, I just wanted to put this out there for other people to see, you know? So a little bit of dark there. Looks really like a true eye. Maybe I give him a little bit of a nostril. There we go. Look at that. That's not looking too bad. I think I'm gonna give myself one more. I think I'm gonna give myself a minute, an extra minute. I'm gonna do a little bit more shading, make this thing kind of stand out. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna get like an orange here. We're just gonna go kind of fill in the spots that we missed. That purple. Maybe that part of the leg is a lot more shaded than we thought. And really, his pelvis region should be more shaded because it's underneath your body, really. I think. I don't know. Comment down below where you think your pelvis is. Is it underneath your body or is it in the middle of it? I think there's a Vsauce video on that. Is your bottom, or that's probably where I got that from. I think this part of his neck is kind of on this side, and we draw like a sun right there. I like drawing the sun in images because I don't know, the sun's always there, right? It never goes away. maybe there, maybe there's one day that we won't have a sun. That would be pretty sad. So yeah, hopefully that looks cool. I think this guy should have like a halo of sorts. I think he's got like a, I don't know, he's got some sort of like an angelic stance to him. Let's go in with like one of these Micron pens. Whoa. Getting a little nervous now. Okay, so we're at 15 minutes and 30 seconds. I went a little over. But that's okay. We'll wrap her up here soon. This guy's got this kind of crown thing that goes around him. Halo. Kind of do like some dots to show that it's going behind him. And maybe we go in and just kind of hit the areas with some lines. Kind of shade like in the, the direction of his calf is kind of bulging, right? So we shade it in the direction of the calf, right? I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Make his foot kind of like that. Do a little bit of this guy in here, some chicken scratch kind of. Kind of do this guy underneath his pec, and maybe we go in and we give these guys a little bit more of this, because, why not? I think this is kind of shaded down here. I think we want this to be more like this, right? Yeah, I think that looks okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like this anymore. I think it's looking okay, but I don't know if I like the little chicken scratch. I think I should have left it more blocky. So let's see, maybe if we can change that opinion. Let's see. All right. I don't know. How do we do it? I think kind of just going more into the chicken scratch nature of it would kind of help. So, let's give him a little eyebrow. His head does kind of have maybe more shading up here, right? Maybe a little hair or whatever. Do this little crease at the elbow, right? Oh, and then you know what? This will help, I think, if we. You got like striation. What are they called? Striations? I don't know if that's even a word, but maybe that's what it is. Like in your chest muscles. So they're always kind of pulling, right? And so they're pulling in that direction, I think. Maybe I'm getting too. I really shouldn't be saying any of this. I'm just drawing here, truthfully. That's all I'm doing. I don't know any of these terms. I'm an engineer by trade, by field. I do for work. But this is what I love to do. So I think I know more about drawing. I might even say than a lot of other things. And hopefully this shows that off maybe a little bit. And I think this guy should have like a shadow that he's kind of, you can tell he's standing here, right? I guess if the sun's from there, so maybe the shadow's more this way. Right, something like this. Oh, maybe it should have been like that. Maybe it should have been more this way. We'll darken that and around his feet. Let's see. Is there anything else we can do? I think I want to use this green one more time and maybe just do a little bit of that. And a little bit of that all the way over to that guy, and maybe down to this side. And you know what? I think there's maybe too much. You got too much black going on in the guy. Let's add a little bit to outsides. Do around the sun. Let's try to draw like a circle as best we can. And then let's draw a line down this way. And then we'll draw a couple lines to exemplify those ones. And then we'll try to connect this one down here. And then we can kind of dot it because it goes into those lines.
And then maybe that's a little off balance. So let's add one more just to show that
There was a line there. I think that looks pretty cool. I think that page looks pretty cool. I like that this page has the same sort of color scheme as this one, but maybe this is more drawn out. I guess this color scheme on this side comes from this side. So yeah, that's a sketch page. That's me doing one. First time I've ever filmed it. And here, some of my other sketches. I don't really like that page so much as I like that one. But I really like this one, and I'm glad that I drew that guy, because he looks like he's kind of like animated and moving, But I'm gonna get better at this. Hopefully, hopefully I get better at talking while drawing, because that's something that I don't know. I think I did enjoy that a lot. It was fun. It was kind of therapeutic in a way, and yeah. So thanks for watching. Oh, I wanted to do like I want to actually introduce myself. So real quick, this might be one of the only times I ever do this on a video, but probably not. I guess we'll see. Turn my camera thing around. Get the light on my face so I don't maybe look too scary. Hello, I'm Michael, and this is Michael Monego's art channel, and you just watched me do a drawing. I hope you liked it. I hope it was enjoyable for you, and there will be more videos coming soon. So, thanks. Bye.